Retailers riding high on better than expected same-store sales data for September, but will the holidays truly deliver real end-of-year returns? Here to tell us if the sector is headed toward reward or rejection is Brian Sossi. He is equity research analyst at Wall Street Strategies. Great to see you again.
Good to be back
for
on.
being here. You know, the consumer is so accustomed, because of what's happened in the past year, to deep discounts that the price margins for any kind of profitability in retail is right down to the slimmest possible margin. Is that going to be the pressure point for a lot of these retails going into the holiday season?
I think it is, and you know, the focus by retailers is still on reducing costs, and it has gone beyond just reducing headcount. It's restructuring how they've done business, reducing the amount of trips that packages are sent to the store, or reducing the amount of items on the store shelves. This hurts the consumer, but it ultimately benefits the retailer in the long run.
Well, first, I want to attack why you think the numbers were so much better this month than expected. A loss was expected, and here you have gains, and quite a few of the retailers talking about upping their guidance.
Well, you know, I think the numbers were good. This was a good month because comp estimates have risen appreciably over the past 30 days. So this was a good month. But again, sales are still down. You know, Saks down 11%. A lot of companies still reporting negative sales. So in the grand scheme of things, I'm not too sure how good these numbers are. Relative to consensus, yes, but in the grand scheme of things, not that good.
All right, let's talk about online as well, because a lot of people are shopping online. They have been. They're doing more so now. Certain companies like Macy's really got in on good online sales. American Eagle Outfitters, Aeropostale. Should we possibly look to this as the future of what's going to happen, at least for this holiday season?
Well, online, you know, I feel that retailers really underappreciated their online concept back in 2007
We're looking at
2006.
Macy's, by the way. They had a 14.8% increase in online sales.
Unbelievable. And why, if you're a consumer, why not go online? The sales are there. You know what sizes you wear. Go after the deals. And you're continuing to see that focus. And I only imagine you would see more of it into the holidays.
Bert Flickinger, who's a retail expert, was here the day that you were not here, David, and he said it would be 1,000 days before retail would really, and that would make it a couple of years.
Wow.
He does not believe this holiday season is going to be stellar. Do you?
Well, I don't think it's going to be stellar, and I think, Bert, maybe we should go grab a drink, because I think the holidays, while probably still showing better earnings growth year over year because of what happened last year, it still may not meet expectations. I don't think the sales are there. I don't think the access to credit is there.
People don't have jobs to buy holiday gifts.
I agree. I agree.
And this is an issue.
And you know, even beyond 2010, too.
But let me throw a little ray of optimism in here. No. I'm forcing it. I'm forcing it out. But if, in fact, the Fed is right and the Treasury is right that we are out of the worst, the recovery couldn't have come at a better time. And there is going to be a lot of the stimulus money out there. A lot of people, we saw people lining up in L.A. for $3,000 stimulus checks. Now, I'm against government handouts, but there is going to be cash in the market for people to go and shop.
You know, the environment I'm looking at for 2010 is, right now you have a savings rate of 3%. I'm looking at to climb to about 9% by the end of the year. And in that type of environment, there's not going to be enough money floating around retail to keep many of them still in business. And again, there are going to be bankruptcies probably after the holidays. That is not done yet. But you will hear that more pick up probably in January and February. Brian Sossi of Wall Street Strategies. We'll be watching. Thank you. To see who buys what during this season. Thank you.
Great to see you. We'll buy you a cup of coffee after.
I've had enough.
After this is over.